Und damit heiße ich euch herzlich willkommen zurück zu Stanleys Adventure Line. Alter Finne. Oh, ich habe mich noch gar nicht richtig erholt von dieser Musik. Be my Valentine. Alles klar. Ich habe mich noch gar nicht von der Musiktortur des letzten Males erholt. Und nein, wir folgen noch nicht der Line.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Ich hoffe. Ja, wir sind doch auf der Suche nach der Story, denn die Linie selbst sucht anscheinend die Story, die sie verloren hat. Zu geil, zu geil. Hä?
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ja, und damit herzlich willkommen zurück. Und wieder hat uns die Linie einfach mal direkt zum Ende, ohne Story. Schauen wir mal, wie es weitergeht. Hallo Adventureline. Schön, dass du wieder dabei bist. Diesmal hat er nicht mal mehr Bock, irgendwas zu sagen.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Gehen wir doch mal da lang, mal gucken, was passiert.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Das ist echt geil. Jetzt gehen wir rechts rum und irgendwann geht's weiter.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Bitte, was? Was hat die Linie getan? Und dabei haben wir überhaupt nichts geskippt. Wir sind einfach nur neu gestartet. Und trotzdem passiert hier neue Dinge. Okay. What the...
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Nein. Ich will aber nicht. Ich habe eine neue Aufgabe gefunden. So, ich glaube, die nächste Folge wird ungefähr 6 Stunden in Anspruch nehmen. Na komm, unser The Confused Ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Get bored
Why
and
don't
leave.
I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, Alter, ist das Brainfuck, dieses Game. Es ist der Hammer. Richtig geil. Okay. Hi. Wir sind in einem Büro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ich finde das geil, dass er so richtig schön philosophisch wurde zwischendurch. Könnte das sein? Oh mein Gott. PC aus.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ja, nee, ist klar.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Eines Tages werden wir
And here it
herausfinden, was in der
was,
linken Tür ist.
the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Für sie?
This is
So.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, wo sind wir jetzt? Das Spiel ist so geil. Ähm.
That's her, Stanley.
Alter.
You need to be the one to do this. To
Gänsehaut.
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Ja, ich hab's immer probiert.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Ich liebe das Spiel. Ich weiß jetzt nicht so recht... So, die Steckdose ist weg. Danger everywhere. Stop. Ich weiß jetzt nicht so recht, warum beim ersten Teil des Videos kein Untertitel war. Aber ich hoffe, ihr habt das trotzdem verstanden. Bulldog. Achso, das sind Grafiken, ich verstehe. Please back in. Es macht so viel Spaß, die falschen Entscheidungen zu treffen. Aber ohne Flachs. Nur weil ich mal was heißt versehentlich? Ich wollte mal testen, was passiert. Ach doch, die Steckdosen sind doch noch da. Was passiert? Ob man da dran ziehen kann. Und da kommt sowas. So, die Tür geht zu. Und ich kann da nicht wieder rein. Richtig? Gut. Hier sieht noch alles tutti aus. Was zum... Okay, das ist doch eine Verarsche. Wenn ich da jetzt drauf wandere, wette ich mit euch, dass der Zaun zugeht. Warte mal. Ach doch, der ist da drauf befestigt.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Jetzt vertrauen sie mir nicht mehr. Ich habe gerade überlegt, ob ich hier runterspringe, aber das geht jetzt auch nicht mehr. Was ist der Hammer? Jetzt haben sie Angst vor mir. Mhm. Ah ja, durch den Pausenraum.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Aber ich will nicht.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Wir vernichten unsere Entscheidung, das Spiel. Oh, ist das geil. Ey, was haben die denn gemacht, die Jungs? Haben die was gekifft? Und der Sprecher ist der Hammer. Na gut, wir müssen also mal links reingehen.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried...